Boy, I appreciate the wood grain. Never calling me a body noise solitude, man. Now I'm in the same building, but it flows a fuel chain. I ain't for the waiting now. I bought the Rari and I did it just to hear the sound. Drive safe, really about to lose all this money now. Guess you lost the travel when I pull up, man, you live in town. Say you married to the game and I'm just here to burn the cap. I got a flight in the morning, I see what you been trying to do when I'm a mission aboard. Anything can never pay attention. In my mind, I'm recording about it when the moon your goals and your dreams are the border. Riding around with homies like we're running city. Looking fresh, I'm feeling like I'm in late. Money, moving silence, you can never hear me coming. If you got a problem when you see me, run it.
When we got to Broken Bow, of course, we had to do an impromptu photo shoot before we went to Abendigo's patio to eat. It was delicious. We went to Beavers, Oklahoma. Here we are going to the state park. The drive up there was pretty windy, and we had a couple of close calls or curves as we went up there, but it was all in all pretty easy getting up there. We stopped by the nature center, which had really neat things to see. There was like a creek you can climb on with logs, and we just kind of took our time up there and saw what Mother Earth has to offer. We got a couple of the maps at the center so we can kind of see what was around and any other hiking trails. We stopped at the train depot where they had horseback riding, and we definitely took advantage of that. We went on a horseback riding trail. I think it was about an hour. Took some photo ops. It was a really good time. The horses were so sweet. I highly recommend checking that out. Although we didn't get to pick our horses, they all behaved really well. We both are familiar with riding horses, so it was a good time. I think next time we definitely decided we would go on our own trail ride instead of in a group because it was kind of slow, to be honest. But if you're more of a beginner, this would be perfect for you. For the intermediate and advanced, it was just kind of slow and boring. But we did have really entertaining guides. As you can see, they were doing some side riding backwards. There was a couple flips involved, so it was pretty entertaining, and they were all really kind and sweet. So we definitely had a good time while we were out there riding the trail. Then we decided that we were going to go hiking on the Friends Trail over by the park. It was one of the trails that we were told led to waterfalls. So at, I don't know, an hour and a half before sunset, we decided to go ahead and do that. We found flowing rivers and plenty of great picture spots and nature. When we were on our walk, the colors and the beauty of it is just really hard to capture in a picture or even describe. There was all different kinds of different shades of rock, from blues and purples and reds, that we climbed over. There were tons of other people there doing the exact same thing. You can just hear the peacefulness of the water. Literally could take a nap there. You could see we had to take a photo op when we found one of the quote unquote waterfalls, which apparently in this part of Oklahoma is more of a rapid type. So we just decided to do some grounding, walking barefoot on the trails, doing a little tree hugging. And then when we got lost for half a second, we decided it was time to go back so that we weren't stuck out there after dark and not being able to see anything and our phones were dying. So we're driving back over the bridge, headed back to our Airbnb. It was such a fun time exploring up there, and we definitely would recommend and come back again. Now, as we cross back over into Texas, we hope you will join us for our next adventure.